The Networking Magazine, proud to be different. Welcome to this edition of Jibba Jabba, the vocal part of the Networking Magazine. My next guest started her career in Hammersmith, London, very much part of the stage scene. Francesca's portfolio includes playing Tatiana in A Midsummer's Night's Dream and Carla in Kennedy's Children. Seeking diversity, an opportunity presented itself to work alongside Oliver Reed in the movie Orpheus and Eurydice. Francesca would later audition for none other than Francis Ford Coppola and was cast in Distant Vision, which is just absolutely outstanding for anyone that's made a transition from, say, the UK to the States. Hi, Francesca. It's so good to catch up with you. It's been a long time.
Hi, Sanj. Hi, it's great chatting with you today.
Yeah, how was your day today? What did you get up to?
Oh my God, just started. It's
Have
the
you?
morning here.
Okay, yeah, I keep
But
forgetting about this time difference.
I've already started. I'm hearing great things, news coming in about something, or I'll tell you later.
Okay. Well, look, let's go over a little bit of the history because obviously people need to get to know you. Across the pond, they've read about you, but let's talk a little bit about that move. So you moved over to the States and you've carved out this new life in Hollywood. Honestly, what do you miss about London?
Honestly, well, I love the culture of London. The theatre is amazing. There's no comparison. London, New York, very similar.
Yeah,
And that there, and then I love like going to Soho, Leicester Square, all the,
my
those
territory.
places. Your territory, having fish
Yeah,
and chips.
nice.
The real deal, fish and
Yeah,
chips.
yeah. Well, what about, I mean, I noticed on Instagram, and that's where I get most of my information from because obviously every day you post religiously. I know that you're very sort of super fit.
Mhm.
Does body conscious mean that you exercise every day and you have to watch what you eat,
Yeah,
or can
yeah.
you let yourself go from time to time?
Yeah, all of that. So I do. That's the thing. Yeah, I love food, of course, and like have chocolate every now and again, and have an odd cocktail every
Yeah,
now and again. But I do watch it because I am very conscious of my figure, and I take pride in that, and I love to keep fit, and I work out as often as I can. I nearly every day.
wow.
I go to the gym, which is really close to me, so convenient. And I watch what I eat. I'm really healthy in what I eat. And I just,
Fantastic,
yeah,
fantastic.
it's important to me. I mean, as a person, and I think it
Yeah,
affects your,
I
your,
guess I guess for everybody it has a different level of significance. I mean, does Hollywood beautiful mean that every day you go to the gym, you see lots of people who are body conscious, or is it not as important as it used to be?
it's still important, Sanj.
Right.
And in my gym, I see other actors, are like, oh, I know that person, and like they're all like working out like crazy, and it's just a vibe, You just get used to that, and I just love working out and doing that anyway. It's just for myself, and I think it releases stress. It helps you in more than just a physical way, and for me, like yeah, maybe some certain roles, you might not need to be so fit, but I think, yeah, it's just a part of me, and it's nice that I could get cast in roles where I would be looking fit as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This whole, I mean, moving on from that, I mean, I can
Yeah.
see that, you attend a lot of red carpet events and
Yeah.
so on. One of the things that caught my eye was the LA Shorts Film Festival. And I
Right.
know, yeah, what is that exactly and how significant is that to Hollywood?
Well, LA Shorts Film Festival is one of the best film festivals in the world.
Wow.
It's an Oscar qualifying, BAFTA qualifying film festival, Canadian Award qualifying. I mean, it just means that if you're in it, your film has a chance of being nominated for a short film Oscar. And that's the caliber of the film I'm in. We premiered there,
Yeah.
and there's more other film festivals to come, which I can't talk about quite yet until
Sure.
it's
Yeah.
announced.
I'll have
Yeah.
to get you back on the program to talk about it when you can.
Yeah, seriously, I'm very proud of the film. Very proud. And yeah, so Ellie Shorts has the standard is really high. And when we premiered there, it was packed out. Had lots of great feedback about the film and my
Amazing.
performance and everyone. I mean, the whole it's teamwork, you know. So everyone.
You had a lot of grounding from stage. I know that it's a very having talked to other actors who originated from stage. They often say that it gives them good grounding and good discipline and all of those things. How did it affect you? I mean, was it the same for you? Bringing
Yes.
that into yeah.
Yes, Sanj, it really was. I have to say that that's the big difference between the US actors, apart from New
Mhm.
York actors, who don't have that grounding on the stage. I mean, I did so many plays where I had like lead roles on stage, and I did tours, and I do like 3 or 4 week runs, and so to be on stage, like sometimes like an hour or two a night, and you have to stay in the zone, you have to stay focused. That's such great training for
Yeah.
anyone. Like you can do anything after that. So I,
And what about I mean, in your journey or on your journey to Hollywood, did you see a mass migration of actresses and actors move over to the States around the same time as you did, or were you just a unique story?
well, I didn't see a mass amount, no. But a lot of actors come to LA and think,
Yeah.
oh, I'll stay a year and see how it goes, or I'll go for pilot season, and they don't realize that it's not just doesn't work that way. You have to become a member of SAG-AFTRA, you have to build up your credits over here and get credibility. And it can take 7 to 10 years before like the casting directors can know you. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
good, and that's the thing. And I'm really starting to get that recognition now.
How
From
many years has it been now since you've been settled in Hollywood?
8.5 years. Eight
My
and a half.
God, you're native. You're,
I
you're
really
native.
am. I really am. I love it. I love it here. I do feel it's my home now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, and what about let's talk about. Um, I mean, I know a little bit about your writing, and I know that you've also sort of dipped your toe in the water, so to speak, with writing.
Yeah.
Is that true that you're actually a writer as well?
Well, that I like playing all types of roles, like Italian Americans, New Yorkers, like all types of accents and characters. And I love all these challenges, different roles. And I was like, I think I have a great idea for a film, and there's a role I'd like to play, and it's actually set in New York. And I was like, yeah, let me just write that and see what happens. And I wrote it, and I got good feedback on it, like from professional writers. And so yeah, I just wrote that, and you know,
Yeah.
uh,
And is it also true that as a sideline to that, that
mm,
you also, you actually privately coach other actors and actresses
I do.
in your spare time?
Yes, Sanj, I do. I enjoy that. I do have other actors, or even I give them career advice as well. So I give
Wow.
them like acting coaching on scenes, or all different people of all different levels, and I do accent coaching too. So
Wow.
yeah,
Okay. So what's your favorite accent, or what was your easiest accent to navigate?
my easiest,
Yeah.
or anyone's, my easiest. Well, I think there are so many. I mean, I just love, and whenever I do an accent, I really go crazy on it. I listen to the accent, like as if I'm surrounded by it. Anyone on YouTube has the accent, I listen for hours, and then I have an accent coach, so I make sure it's perfect. So I mean, like, I don't know. Russian I thought would be hard, and
Right.
probably the best in the world.
Very
You know,
nice.
yeah.
So
And
so you do that,
there's all
in your
different ones.
How do you actually teach? Do you teach on Skype? Do you teach on Zoom? Do you do
Everything.
face-to-face classes? What do you
Well,
do?
it's fun now actually seeing people face to face. So if I get the
You
opportunity,
can't hide anymore, Francesca.
right? No, no, no. Even as I have my place in Hollywood, so
Right.
like I've got someone coming over straight after this. Actually, I'm going to
Right.
coach them and give them some advice, and they're coming to me. So it's nice to actually see people face to face. But I do yeah, Zooms, everything.
Wow. So I know that, I mean, I know in Hollywood, a lot of people are familiar with your story. You have been everywhere. You're all over the news. And I think that coincides with the activity of what you're doing at the moment, which you can't give me any spoilers for
No,
yet. But,
I can
but
tell you a little bit about the film if you want.
yeah, just that, well, what is this storage that I've seen the poster
Mm.
on Instagram? I don't know very much about it. Are you able to tell me about the plot, or is that
Little bit. Okay, so it's a psychological thriller.
okay?
It's in the style of, let's say, Hitchcock,
Right.
um, Jordan Peele, a little bit Twilight Zone-ish, and it's really well written. Colin Francis Costello is a great writer, WGA writer, and he's the director as well. And he actually wrote me into the film because he wanted to work with me after having done a table read with him.
Wow.
And that was a real honor. And I was like, yes, I loved the role. So basically, it's about someone wakes up in a storage unit and they have no idea why they're there. And then certain things start to happen. It's like
Right.
lots of tension. It's like, it's very intense. There's a great music score. And then my character comes on and reveals a lot more. My character is part of a big twist in the film, so I can't tell you
No, I understand.
exactly
I
what
understand.
happens.
We'll
But
have to bring back Francesca
I
when
can tell.
it's released.
Yeah, and but she's a powerful figure. And like most performances, I like to bring vulnerability to any role, like that depth.
You've
You know,
got the, when you take storage as a benchmark. I mean,
yeah,
you say that the director wanted to work with you.
yes,
You're quite a difficult character to file. Like a lot of people I interview, that you can't be sort of typecast in any way. I can see
no,
you in a police show. I can see you in a
right,
thriller. I can see
right,
you in a horror.
right, and a
Right.
comedy is it? Or
Yeah,
and
I can see you in a comedy.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty funny too. But yeah, I've done all different types of roles, and I will continue to do that because I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't like to get stuck in one niche, and I'm good at all these different types, and it's always fun and challenging.
Tell,
Yeah.
tell me about I mean, when you walked into Hollywood, was it quite daunting for the younger version of Francesca when you just set out? And was it daunting for you? And did you think about, oh, I'm going to have to work in a bar, or I'm going to have to
Well,
follow the traditional route, or was it different for you?
oh my God, this is a huge thing, Sanj. I actually was in New York visiting my New York cousins when
Okay.
I did some acting classes with one of my cousins who's an actor as well. And I was there for 3 months. And while I was there, I decided I wanted to be an actor over in the States. I thought it would be LA, and it is.
Mhm.
It just felt so right. And I had been thinking about it for years, but didn't actually take that leap. And then I felt, no, I'm doing this. This is it. And it was so clear. So while there are lots of challenges, like, getting the visa,
Sure.
getting, to know LA, or where do you start? What do you do? Get agent, manager. I just took it in my stride, one step at a time. And, it was, my heart was there. My heart is in this,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then when your heart is in something, your passion is there. It's like it's easy in a way, and you're determined to make things work.
You have a lot of you've got a big social life as far as I can see on Instagram, and you found your feet. Obviously, you found home, as you said.
Yeah.
Will you be coming back to London anytime soon? Do you miss the stage? Do you still keep one
To
foot on the
visit.
stage?
to visit. I have to stay here for the moment because of my green
Right.
card situation. I'm waiting for that
Right.
to come through. That's a big
Okay.
deal.
Mhm.
I'm not allowed to leave, so I can't leave yet. But I will be visiting.
Right.
Um, I'm getting so busy, Sanj, with so many people wanting to work with me right now.
Which is
Um,
fantastic.
Actually meeting
You know,
another
it really
filmmaker
is.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've just got to pick and choose, and you know, and keep
Great
going to
place to
the gym,
be.
get the balance in my life.
Yeah, it's a great place to be. What does
Yeah,
the future? I mean, I know you've got lots of projects. The
yeah,
indie scene is a very dominant scene pro-COVID.
yeah.
What's working in the indie scene at the moment like? Is it booming at the moment?
Yeah, it's booming. There are so many great film festivals, and it's a chance often where as an actor you can get to do something where on TV, for instance, and you might
Sure.
not get cast, or you can have a bit more screen time or something. Like experiment, and I only want to work with, high quality productions and where I feel proud of my performance and the whole teams. It really matters to me that people enjoy what I do and, they get something from it, like, laugh, cry, escape, just it's disturbed even, but yeah.
What about Hollywood? What about Hollywood in general? Skirting back to Hollywood and this lifestyle,
Yeah.
how have things changed? I mean, you said when you arrived, you didn't know where to go, what to do, da, 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 and you found your feet. Today, if you had to make a comparison, how have things changed?
Well, obviously, COVID changed a lot of
Yeah.
things. It's such a big thing. And also, with the green card, most studios now don't allow you to film unless you have the green card
Oh, I see.
and
Right.
an O1 visa, which is what I've been having, all this time, the different, renewing it and everything.
Yeah.
They didn't, a lot of studios are wanting to hire me to cast. I've been cast in a couple of TV shows, or it's a lot of
Wow.
people wanting
Fantastic.
to work
Yeah.
casting directors with me onto the TV shows. It's just they're waiting on my green card right now. So that's another part of the TV side of my career is going to take off once I get that. And
Wow.
meantime, I'm doing independent films, which I will do anyway. But it's like
Yeah.
really high quality work is what I want to do. That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay, and what about if we look at the way that sort of you have grown as a person, if you were to give advice to the younger version of Francesca, what would you say?
Just keep following your heart. Um, be determined. Take care of yourself. Lots of self care. The path that you want may not be easy, but if that's what you love, and keep working at it, keep working at your craft, take pride in that, and keep enjoying it. Get balance in your life. It's not all just about acting, and that's the thing. Growing as a person, I think, and I feel like I've grown so much since I've been in LA.
Yeah,
Sometimes when you just like take a leap and take a leap of faith, it's you discover who you really are.
sound advice. Looks like you've already thought about it.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. Is like you have to love who you are,
Yeah,
and every part of you. We're not perfect,
no,
and that's also what's interesting when you watch an actor. They're not just perfect, and that's what you love to see the little imperfections or the little vulnerabilities that come out when you watch a character on screen. That's
yeah,
what I like to bring, and I like to open myself up to show my vulnerability, which is something I actually, Sanj, never used to be able to do.
mm,
At certain times in England, I found it very hard to open up.
right.
Even like as a person, I was open, but then there was like a little bit, like a little defensiveness, slightly, and that shows on
Yeah,
screen.
I think there's something like that in all of us. Really, we're all a bit
Let
introverts, aren't
go
we?
and just let yourself be seen.
Yeah, lovely
And
advice.
that's why I feel my acting has like gone from I've always been good, but now I feel like I'm really killing it right now. So I'm You have
Well,
to
we're
be
waiting to
honest.
see. We're waiting to
Yeah,
see.
you'll see. Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about some funny stuff. I'm going to ask you some fun
Okay.
questions now.
Right.
So name something that you still laugh about today. What makes you laugh?
Oh, Sanj, I'm always laughing. This is another thing. It's just like there's
Amazing.
so much in life that's funny, and you have to see that sense of humor. I mean,
Yeah.
there's every day. I'm my friends know that I laugh a lot, um, and but I'm professional on set.
Well, we're
But
professional. Yeah.
yeah, and even like one of my clients, an actor, came to me and he started doing a scene and he suddenly broke out into a British accent and I was like, oh my God, I'm just like too much. I started laughing and I had to walk out the room. I saw
It
that.
is quite hard to see it. You know, you from the actor who plays Superman to the actors in some of the actors in TV series. It
Right.
seems to be accent swapping is the thing. I mean, I was surprised that even one of the actors who played
Yes.
Spider-Man was English. So
Yes.
yeah, really amazing.
Absolutely. Well, that's the thing. British people are, actors are used to doing accents more.
Yeah,
And it's like coming to the States. Yeah, I get cast as Americans here, Italian Americans. Yeah,
yeah,
I've been a Brit, but
yeah.
as all types. And I just, yeah, you have to
Do
really
you
work
ever
on
take
the
your work home
accent.
with you? Do you ever take your work home with you, phone your friends, and your friends say, "Shut up and go back to being English"?
Funny. That's funny. Well, when I actually, not really, but when I actually, working on an accent, I actually like to talk in that accent like the day before or like that same day, and
You stay in the
it might
past. You
seem
say,
a bit weird, but hey, that's what I
yeah,
do. It's then
amazing.
the accent comes really naturally. It's like it's
So
really,
if you could sort of invent a role that would just fit you perfectly like a glove, and I know it's a difficult question, really. What would it be? What genre would it be? In horror, thriller? What would you love to do the most?
well, this is such a difficult question for me because, like I said, I don't like to just put myself in one category and like that's it.
Yeah.
But let me just think. I think maybe if you'd put me in Goodfellas in
Oh, you're perfect for that.
Lorraine
You're absolutely
Bracco's
perfect.
role,
Yeah.
I would be okay with that.
Yeah. The first time I met you, I said you could easily do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
and that's
Well,
like
look,
it's a lot. Obviously, it's Martin Scorsese.
amazing man.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, look, I have to bring you back on a future program, so I'd love to have you and invite you
Yeah.
in when you can give me all the secrets and
It would be a
spoilers.
pleasure. There's so much to talk about, Sanj. I could go on forever.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know that, even with the time difference, you've got a very hectic schedule at the moment. So
Yeah.
thank you very much. And for the audience who want to follow Francesca's story, I will make sure that I put her Instagram ID in the podcast
Francesca, the
detail.
actor.
Francesca the actor.
That's
Yeah,
my
I will make sure.
Instagram.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, thank you, Francesca, and thank you to the
Thank you,
audience
Sanj.
who you're most welcome. And thank you to the audience who tuned in. Join me soon for another episode of Jibba Jabba. For now, thank you for joining me, and bye for now.